Hey everybody, welcome back to Progressive T&D. Today, I'm going to do a demo of the spell effects inside the Sigil virtual tabletop. Let's just jump right in. Alright, so one of the really cool things of any virtual tabletop is what does it bring to the players that they don't see on the regular tabletop that they're playing every day, right? So what I thought I would show you all today is just what some of the current spell effects that they've implemented into the Sigil virtual tabletop. First caveat to that is they don't have all the spell effects implemented yet. It's still the virtual tabletop right now. They're not saying it's in beta, but it's definitely still in a testing phase. It's not in a full release version yet. So we have to bear with them, give them some time. But I thought it'd be fun just to see some of the spell effects, and might even give you guys a little peek, for those of you who have not seen it yet, into a really cool mini that they've just provided to a lot of people. So I'll show that to you too. All right, so I've got my little miniature here for Moshe. Let's go ahead and reveal him. Now I need to assign character. If you look all the way down at the bottom on the left-hand side of your screen, you'll see your options here. You can load monster data, load character from a clipboard that you've saved on D&D Beyond, or you can actually select a character from D&D Beyond. So you can see here, I'm going to go find Moshe. You automatically see it's added his hit points, 93. Here's his stats, 22 wisdom, dex, everything there. You can actually adjust if you wanted to. You can adjust his size. I can make him gargantuan if I wanted to, but we're going to keep him medium for this. Down here you see he is a level 20 variant human, cleric light domain. So after I've selected Moshe, we can see down here it's going to make all of his spell slots available to me. The other thing I do need to add, I've decided to leave this just as a grid for this demonstration purposes, instead of us getting really involved in creating an environment for this. But I could definitely see creating a battle royale environment to where your characters could just go player versus player against each other. I think that'd be really cool. That's probably something I'm going to do on a future video. So if you haven't hit subscribe, hit subscribe. That's my only plug for right now. But let's bring in a monster or a target. So again, we're going to add a mini. And as you can see here, we have a lot of different minis available to us, a lot of different enemies. But let's jump back up to the top. And actually, you know what? I've got an idea. Let's pick how about a nice ogre to attack? Let me go ahead and reveal that. One other thing I want to do, I want to make this guy bigger. So now we have a huge ogre to attack. Let's bring Moshe back here a little bit. Keep him within, say, 55 feet for reasons. And let's jump right into the spells. We're going to primarily focus on attack spells, so for the main reason we want to see what the effects are. So let's go ahead and start. These are our cantrips. Let's just do a Sacred Flame. Let's see, I guess Sacred Flame is only... I pick Sacred Flame. Sacred Flame is 60 feet. So let's do a quick measurement here. I've got him 83 feet. I thought he was only 55 feet. I guess I just moved Moshe 55 feet. So let's move him up about there. How about that? And let's try it again here. We're going to go with Sacred Flame. There we go. He's right inside the range of Sacred Flame. Gonna make this a little smaller so you guys can all see it. And basically what you do is you just select your target and hit confirm. There you go. Cast. Shows down here his saving throw. He failed with a 4, and you may have seen it roll the damage. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring him up a little bit closer so you can actually see what's happening. I am going to, once again, I'm going to change some lighting here. All right. So once again, I'm going to cast Sacred Flame. And ready? This is what it's going to look like. As soon as I hit confirm, it does instantly do the spell attack. They may work with some timing. That's been one of the complaints I've seen is people say that kind of takes away a little bit because it's instantaneous. And the spell it hits, rolls damage, everything. But you got to think, you have to consider this is a virtual tabletop. What they're wanting to do is build in, to me that's more realistic, right? Yeah, it's not the nuance that you get with the game of rolling dice and everything kind of having a pacing to it. Virtual tabletop, it's able to instantly do everything. Now what they may want to do is look at putting a little bit slight delay just to get that more authentic feel. They are still accepting a lot of feedback, a lot of bug reports, anything that turns up as people are using it. So they are still working on this, so just kind of keep that in mind. Is if anyone's out there playing with Sigil right now, keep that in mind. So back to Sacred Flame, as you can see there in the top left-hand corner. Going to hit confirm. It's cast. Apparently failed. And you can see the dice right here. Rolled the damage dice. Did 16 damage. Does quite a bit of damage at 20th level with a cantrip. Alright, so that's Sacred Flame. Let's jump into first level. Let's move up a little bit closer and do Burning Hands. And some of this, I'm going to be trying to move it to where it makes it really easier to see. All right, here we go. Let's do Burning Hands. Oh, not quite close enough. So we're going to move that, move him a little bit closer. Go to Burning Hands. And you can see it's a cone, right? 15-foot cone. And you can move it to where you want it to be cast. Honestly, I think this mix is a little bit easier because one of the issues I know I have with other virtual tabletops is the angle. You know, showing that, am I going to get 2 monsters or am I going to get 1 monster in my cone that I'm casting or my cube that I'm casting? For me, this gives you a 360-degree sphere that you can move around, a circle that you can move around, and make sure you're capturing right what you want. So, here we go. That's where I want to cast it. And here we go. Burning Hands. And it shows here. Dealt 16 damage. Alright, so that was Burning Hands. You guys want to see that one more time? Cast that again. There we go. One thing I thought I would show you as well. Up here, if you look at, so I'm casting Burning Hands again. One thing that you might notice up on the left-hand side where it says Burning Hands, you can, if you want to upcast a spell, this is where you can actually select that you want to upcast it. So let's say we want to upcast Burning Hands to 7th level. Let's go ahead and do that right now, okay? This is Burning Hands at 7th level. Cast it. Now there's all those damage dice. So, pretty cool. You can see over here that I have 2 7th level spell slots, and I used 1. If you look right down here. Alright, next level, first level spell. Oldie but goodie that's used all the time. Let's use Guiding Bolt. Ogre's going to be our attack. Right here, you're going to see basically the rolls that affect the spell. So it's a 1d20 plus 12. My attack roll, it's going to do damage of 4d6. And this is how it's getting that plus 12. So it's using my wisdom modifier, my proficiency modifier. Once again, if I wanted to upcast it, I could upcast it. So now, wherein the other spells I've been using have been saving throw spells, Guiding Bolt is an attack spell, all right? A ranged attack spell. So here I need to roll a d20. So here it shows you, you can do it 2 ways. You can have a lot of fun with it and take the die like I have here. You can see you can move it around, and I can toss it and roll it. Got a 25 to hit, and it did 13 damage. Again, you're looking down here to see what you did. You don't have to be that complicated. I'm going to jump. We can still stay in here. Let's do Guiding Bolt one more time. I'm going to go in a little bit closer. I'm going to cast at level 2, just since I'm using up my level 1 spell slots. Right, now, okay. Quick thing to show and demonstrate. With Guiding Bolt, when you hit with Guiding Bolt, the next attack on it gets advantage. As you can see, Sigil tracks that, and it's now giving me 2 d20s because it knows the next attack on this monster has advantage. So it keeps that ongoing status of that, the effects that apply to that monster. What I was going to show you, though, is you don't have to move this around and flick it around. You can just hit it, and it'll roll the die. There we go. We got a crit on that one. So yeah, that was a lot of d6s. Did 37 points of damage on that crit. Sorry, I might be a little bit giddy on some of this. I'm having a lot of fun with Sigil. Hope you guys are seeing that in the videos I'm putting out. That just makes me smile and me laugh when I see all those dice rolling. Alright, let's see, what's the next spell? Oh boy, yeah, we know what the next spell we want to see is. Let's just make sure there's nothing in 2nd level. There is. Alright, you guys are going to have to wait just a few minutes before I get to that spell. And let's see, anything else at 2nd level? Scorching Ray. How about if we take a look at Scorching Ray? We're going to go ahead and choose our target. Again, has advantage because we hit him with a Guiding Bolt. There goes Scorching Ray. That was pretty cool. Alright, so let's try it again up close so you guys can see that. Here goes the roll. Scorching Ray. That's pretty cool. So anything else at Spirit... Let's, you know what, just for fun, let's cast Spiritual Weapon. See what it looks like. Alright, so it's giving me an option of where I want to put my Spiritual Weapon. Let's just say right over here, I'm gonna... So see that. Confirm. Alright, so now, we reveal that. There's our Spiritual Weapon. It's putting a little token for it, so that's really cool. So now we can track that Spiritual Weapon. And even cooler, if you look up here, won't spend a lot of time on this, but this is your initiative tracker, and you can see it's added the Spiritual Weapon to the initiative tracker. Very cool. We'll just leave it out there. Go back, select Mosha. Spiritual Weapon. Anything else we want to try here? Okay, let's go to 3rd level spell slots and what everybody wants to see. Everybody wants to see Beacon of Hope, right? I'm just kidding. I know. Everybody wants to see Fireball. So you see with Fireball, it's going to allow you... You have your 20-foot sphere, 20-foot radius sphere, which you can move around to wherever you want it to be. One thing I think is kind of cool is it recognizes it is a sphere. So if you have something like a platform and you put your point up on top of that platform, it's going to show you the complete sphere. This will give you a little idea here, but if I move it, say, up the ogre, you can see that sphere is getting bigger. Right here, it's just half the sphere. So I move up, it makes it, you can see the sphere is actually there. But that you can also see that if that sphere goes into Moshe's area, he's going to be affected. You can see the little arrows point down and tell you who all is affected by this. So we're going to move it over. I'm actually going to move it over. Let's see. So if I move it over here, I just hit the ogre. I'm going to abort out of this for a minute, though, because I want you guys to get a good look at this without me necessarily... Yeah, let's try that. All right. I'm only going to do this once. Maybe we'll come back. And maybe in a finale, we'll have it hit something else that I want to show you all at a higher level. That being said, here's a 3rd level Fireball. Ready? Okay, I might do it twice. And you know what I'm going to do? I want to do it. Shows you just did 36 damage from that. He apparently wasn't very dexterous. I know this seems really small, but the reason I want it smaller is so that you can all see everything it does. So here we go. Fireball again. You see all the dice over here. You rolled a 2 and took 23 damage. So did the spiritual weapon. I'm not sure if spiritual weapons take damage. I think they do. I don't know. Sorry, spiritual weapon. All right, let's jump back into some spells here. Spirit Guardians. This might be an interesting one. Let's see if there's anything going on yet with Spirit Guardians. I don't know if it's going to have anything. Let's just do a quick check. Oh, that was kind of cool. Shows he now has Spirit Guardian on him. It does show down here, just as a reminder, it reminds you that he has a concentration spell going, and that he's concentrating on Spirit Guardians. So another cool thing that they've done is with Schools of Magic. Here you can see they're all color-coded. So if you jump onto a gold, you can see that's a divination School of Magic. Go down to Mending, that's Transmutation, it's purple. Down to blue is Necromancy. Jump through here a couple. The red border gives you Evocation. We all love Evocation spells. Purple is Illusion, Enchantment, Divination. So that is kind of neat that you're able to kind of quickly determine the school of magic if it's needed. There are some situations where you might have a trap, maybe, that you're having set to go off, and somebody casts Detect Magic, and that can tell them what school of magic it is. That there is some magical effect set on a rune, and this is what the school of magic is. So that's kind of cool. Alright, let's go to 5th level spell slots. Let's try Flame Strike. Oh, this looks pretty cool. There you, hey, look at that. There, you can see your sphere there. Looks like Flame Strike is a 10-foot radius sphere. But we're going to go ahead and throw that onto our ogre. And let's see what happens with Flame Strike. Pretty cool. You guys want to see that again? I'm going to move Moshe back. And let's try that again. 5th level Flame Strike. This shows the range, as you can see. And from a distance, Flame Strike. Very cool. All right. I'm going to cast Heal on the ogre. Let's see what happens. Ready? This is Heal. Nothing super fun, but just gave him 70 hit points back. Okay. Let's do a little finale here. I want to show you all the Gold Dragon Mini that was sent out. So we're going to go ahead. Let's go ahead. You did very well, Mr. Ogre. We're going to go ahead and let you go. And we all know they're very friendly. But something my players didn't know, the party didn't know when I was playing Moshe is, well, Moshe just happened to be a lawful evil cleric. I know, that's something that's frowned upon now, but the backstory made sense, and it was a lot of fun playing him. It was a lot of fun when my players learned that he was lawful evil. So he might have a reason to maybe attack a gold dragon. Move him over here. Let's get a really good view of him here. Because I'm going to reveal him. And there he is. The Gold Dragon Mini that has been talked about. What do you guys think? The miniature, the 3D assets they're using are super cool. Right now, if you're a master tier subscriber on D&D Beyond, you have a little bit more access and access to more items. Just to give you guys a quick look, not only are there all these different painted minis, we also have access to a bunch of unpainted minis. As you can kind of see there, I'm just going to kind of scroll really quick. Now, eventually, I expect we will get all of these painted, or it wouldn't surprise me if you have to buy them in bundles. They haven't come out with what that cost may be, if there will be any cost, so I'm not revealing anything. I don't have any inside knowledge. But my thought being, since they gave away this gold dragon, there's going to be a way for people to get that in the future. And it may just be that you have to pay for it. So I mean, logic dictates they probably are going to charge for some of these. But my good friend Moshe here just happens to, well, yeah, he has a beef with this gold dragon. And you know, when you have a beef with something, sometimes you just need to cast a level 9 fireball at him. Alright, so are you guys ready for this? So, before I throw this 9th level fireball at this dragon, if you haven't subscribed, think about subscribing. It helps us a lot. If you like this video, hit like. If you have any comments, let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment down. It really helps us. Until next time, keep rolling those 20s.
Yo, progressive D&D, we the finest. Dungeons deep, dragons big, ain't no blindness. Roll the dice, take a chance, feel the kindness. You gon' rise, build small, break the silence. Every week, new quest, new alliance. From the battles to the quest to defiance. Be a rogue or a mage, show your science. Follow us, don't be late, pure reliance.